Hello and welcome to another episode of I Don't Learn My Lesson. And in today's episode, I'll be doing another painting for my class. So yes, I am back painting for my art class, but plot twist, this assignment is not mandatory. So the end of the semester is coming up. I have about 4 to 3 weeks left in this fall semester. And for this particular art class, starting a whole new project was completely optional. We either could start a new project or we would go back to our older project and add some details and make some changes based on the critiques that we got from the professors and present that in an exhibition that will be happening on the 3rd of September on my college campus. And I guess I really like making myself suffer and feel pain because I decided to start a whole new project. So this project is technically due on the 3rd of December, but the critique date for this project is on the 17th. And today is the 14th. So for this project, I have even less time than my last large project, where I had like about 2 weeks. This one, I don't even have a full week. With that being said, and my very, very short timeline that I have, let us begin. So I've gotten a lot done over the past 2 days, and I'm almost done. I would say the do-rag is completely done, but I do have to go over the skin again because it is very streaky and sheer. You can see every individual brush stroke, which is ugly to me, and it's not intentional, so I have to fix that. And then I have to fill in the beard and the eyebrows and just the smaller details that I left out. And then I can move on to the background, and then I can move on to the beading. So I say like it's gonna be very easy. I know it's still gonna be like a lot to do, but this is definitely not as like much as my self-portrait was. So I have 3 days to fully complete this. Well, technically I have until December 3rd to finish this, but the final critique day for this final project is in 3 days. So I have to get as much done as I can within those 3 days so that I can have at least above a B. So today is Tuesday the 18th, and this is due tomorrow, or the final critique for this project is due tomorrow. So I need to get as much done as I possibly can today so that it can be somewhat complete tomorrow. Also, I think I misspoke at the beginning and said that this was due on the 17th. That was for a different assignment. This is actually due on the 19th. So I got the dates wrong, so I made it seem like this project was due in a much shorter period of time, but that's not the case because I've got the dates mixed up with my classes. So it has been about a week, and I'm actually on Thanksgiving break at the moment, which ends today. And the exhibition is on the 3rd of December. And throughout my entire Thanksgiving break, I just have not worked on this piece at all because I've just completely lost faith in this piece. From having to layer the skin at least 6 or 7 times so that the paint strokes wouldn't be so obvious, to having to transport this piece to school so that it could be critiqued on critique day, and now some of the paint from the do-rag smudged everywhere. It's not that bad, but it's still incredibly annoying. So I have to go back in and fix that. The skin still doesn't look even at all. I mean, this area kind of looks better, but other than that, it still looks pretty bad. So I kind of just lost faith in this project. Obviously, I'm going to finish it because I'm not about to have this in the gallery at my school just not done. So I have to get working on this. Probably would have been a good idea to be working on it during Thanksgiving, but I was just so unmotivated to do anything with this that I just did not want to look at it. So for today, I'm going to try and fix the skin on the face primarily because there's still some unevenness happening here. And I have to go back in and fix parts of the do-rag where the paint just completely wiped off. It is so irritating that I had to take this to school. Whatever. It's in the past. I don't care anymore. And I have to paint in the tank top that he's wearing. And then if I have enough time, and depending on how I feel at the end of it, I will like adorn the hands here. And I do plan to give him like a diamond earring here. And hopefully it'll be dry in time, especially to do. I don't think you understand how unbelievably annoyed I am that I had to bring this to school while the paint was still wet and have it smudge everywhere. It was so irritating, especially with the fact that the do-rag was the first thing that I painted with the quick drying agent. So I don't know how it didn't dry in time enough for it to be. I'm just gonna get started. I'm too annoyed to even go down the list of annoyances that are annoying me today.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
So I've decided that I'm just gonna stop completely on the skin. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I do see an improvement, but as of right now, due to the sake of my sanity and also the fact that I don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to stop working on the skin altogether. And I'm just going to move on to fixing the do-rag and adding the 3D elements to the hands and the guy. As you can tell, I'm pretty distraught. I literally only have one earring in my ear. It fell off. I'm looking at it right now. I didn't even bother to pick it up. It's just staring at me. Because I'm both hot, I'm annoyed, and I'm sad. And So while the paint dries, I'm actually going to focus on the adornment of the hands. Because I have charms, half pearls, and chains here. And I'm going to try and use these to make jewelry on the hands. Because if you compare them to the guy, they're kind of boring and nothing is happening. So I'm just going to sit here and play around with what I have to see if it looks good. Because something needs to happen here. I feel like I'm slowly coming apart as this video goes on. So I didn't get a lot done today, honestly, because I was just so discouraged from this entire project. I did add a pearl beaded bracelet to the wrist here. I also painted in the tank top, which was going to take that long. I wanted to get that done and out of the way because that needs to dry. I'm gonna go to bed now. I also have 3 writing assignments that are each due like the day after each other. Thankfully, they're not like pages and pages long. They're only just a couple paragraphs. But I just neglected to do those because I'm so hot and I'm so tired and I don't want to look at this thing anymore. My energy's gone. My energy's gone.
Bella, where have you been, Loca?
So it has been a year and a lot has happened. I'm no longer in this class and I got a good grade on this assignment and I got an overall A- in that class. As of recording, I'm in my last semester of my academic career and I'll be graduating in the month of August of 2026. So that's a little update on what's been happening. Now, as for why this video has taken so long. One, I am running out of space on my phone, so you might have noticed throughout the video that there are some processes that are missing, and that is because I just couldn't record them because I had no space on my phone. And on the same topic of running out of space, my computer is also running out of space. So for me to edit and export this video takes up a lot of space on my computer, and that's why it's taken me so long to release this video. If you follow me on my socials, you've probably already seen the fully finished painting at this point. But if not, here you go, and also follow me. I also just realized that I never explained the theme of this painting. With every assignment that I had for that class, you had to have some sort of theme that went along with your painting, or like a subject matter that you wanted to make a commentary on. And for this piece, it is meant to be a commentary on the demonization of Black men and protective hairstyles or protective head coverings. That being a do-rag. As some people may know, if you are in the Black community or you have Black friends, Black men wear do-rags to protect their hair, and they wear it to protect a specific hairstyle called waves. But other times men might wear do-rags because it's a fashion statement. However, if you are ignorant and you don't know the function of a do-rag, it is commonly misread as a sign of gang affiliation, implying that any man that wears a do-rag must be involved with a bad crowd, and that is simply not the case. It's as if my phone heard me and it ran out of space in the middle of me talking, so now I'm filming on my tablet. So as I was saying, the title that I decided to give this painting is Crown. It is a term used in the Black community, and I'm sure in other communities as well, to describe our hair. Our hair is our crown, it is our pride and joy. Now, even though his hair is not showing in this painting, I decided to make the do-rag as a metaphorical crown protecting his hair. And also the colors of royalty, that being purple, and also the do-rag being different shades of yellow, almost coming off as gold-ish, which is reminiscent of a crown. And that is where the title comes from. As you saw in the video, I was struggling a lot with this painting, and it gave me a lot of problems that I did not see coming. The one issue being the skin. I'm not going to get into it again, but it's just really streaky and patchy. On camera it looks fine, but if you get up close, you can start to see the imperfections. Number 2, you can see the pencil markings on the do-rag. Now that is obviously my fault. I should have used a less visible pencil, like a colored pencil, so that when I painted over it, it wouldn't be so visible. Because again, it looks great on camera, but if you get real close, you can see the pencil marks, and it's very ugly. But despite the trials and tribulations I went through making this painting, I think I did well overall. Now I'm going to shift the tone a little bit and discuss the future of this channel. I consider myself a art variety channel, even though I mostly focus on painting and sewing. However, at the moment, I'm what you call unemployed. So some of my videos, more specifically my sewing videos, will be taking a bit of a hiatus because I don't have a constant source of income, therefore I can't just keep going out and buying fabric. And yes, there are affordable ways to get fabric, however, I want to save as much money as possible. So you will most likely be seeing more painting videos by me because I already have like a bunch of painting stuff. I have a bunch of blank canvases, I have a bunch of paint and brushes. So that'll be the main focus of my content for a little while until I find a job. And with all that being said, thank you for watching and thank you for waiting. If you want to see more about me, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to follow me on any of my socials, they'll be linked in the description below. Now, excuse me while I go find a job in this current climate.